Good morning. I just wanted to talk about anger for a moment. The last few days, well, not just the last few days, their whole lives, but I've noticed more so in the last few days. My kids have been really triggering me, and I'm feeling a lot of anger lately. And so I actually got a few tools. I've been doing this before, but it was a nice reminder actually from some of the kids' movies I've been watching with the girls. We've watched Inside Out, which is all about integrating, like it's a kids' movie, but all about integrating emotions. And I noticed when they were triggering me and I felt this anger come up, and they're not doing anything particularly bad, they're just being kids. I said to myself, "Oh, hello, anger," and greeted it, and then asked what it was trying to show me. I was like, "What message do you have for me?" And I sat with it for a little bit, and I realised that it wasn't actually anger, it was fear. And so then I had to sit and say, well, why do I feel scared? And I realised that I was scared of not having control. And I realised that we have been societally conditioned to believe that as parents we have to control our children, and they demonstrate on a daily basis that I have no control over them, and that scares me, because I'm responsible for them. I have to keep them safe, and there are some things that are of course not negotiable, but I was sort of looking at them as these little human beings that need me to guide them, not control them. But I was coming from a place of control. And so just noticing where that is within me. Why do I feel a fear of not only losing control, not having control myself, but I'm seeing externally where other people are trying to control me, and that makes me angry as well. And so noticing the anger from whether it's real or perceived, when I feel like somebody is trying to control me, my emotion, anger, is telling me that I'm actually scared of this control. And again, coming back to, I might not have had this autonomy as a child, but then having it shown to me in a different way with my children, where I'm the one that's not in control, and seeing that as, where do I need to release control to not then have that show up in my life of others trying to control me. I'm still clinging on to control, and so I'm going to see that reflected in my external reality of others trying to control me. So now, instead of going with the anger when it comes up, I'm noticing the fear instead. And then fear inside of me is easier to offer love and compassion to than anger. And I've realised that I have to step into embracing my anger as well. That's something that carries a lot of shame with it as well, because I've used anger in my past in very aggressive ways. I've not been in control of myself. In fact, that was one of the big aha moments I had with my children, when I realised that it was like a switch had been flipped. I was not in control of myself. I was not in control of my body, my words, and I was scaring the hell out of my kids. And I realised that's when I had to, that's when I realised my emotions were controlling me, not the other way around. And yeah, this mentality of, again, having to control my emotions, instead of just allowing and accepting. And so last night I was almost imagining this monster, like this evil, curled up, like big scary monster. That was my anger. And I was looking at myself in the mirror, making direct eye contact, and the initial feelings of love and self-compassion came up because I was focusing on the fear aspect, and that was easy for me to offer love and compassion to. And then I started noticing, because I was making direct eye contact with myself in the mirror, this fear came up of myself, and I realised in that moment that I had to embrace this angry monster inside of me. And so that's what I'm practicing at the moment. I'm trying to embrace my own anger, embrace my own need for control, and in embracing and accepting that, I can then release it and let it go. So that's what I'm practicing at the moment. So